Mm-hmm. All right, guys, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to our morning note. It is February 9th, 2021. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to join me. It is 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's talk market, shall we? Dow futures down 52 points. NASDAQ futures down about 26, and the S&P is down about 6 points. Russell 2000 is green on the future side. Bitcoin futures, we hit new all-time highs yesterday on spot Bitcoin, right around 48,150 bucks overnight. It's 46,800 on Bitcoin futures now, up 4.5%. Crude futures are down 0.67% at 57.58 a barrel. Gold futures up 0.72%, 18.47 an ounce. 27.74 for silver an ounce on future side. Euro dollar for my forex people, 120.98 of 48 pips. And 104.61 for the dollar yen, down 61 pips. The dollar index is down 0.36% at 90.60, and the VIX is up about 2.31%. The E-mini futures are still above 3900, excuse me. So that's where we are. Let's go ahead and take a look at some pre-market movers. Before we continue, make sure to click on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen to subscribe to our channel, turn on notifications as always, and like our videos. We really do appreciate it. Let's go ahead, if I can bring up the pre-market movers here. I don't need notifications. All right, so Sundial Growers is up about 6.25% pre-market. The rest of these guys are just penny stocks for the most part. So is Sundial. Apple down about 0.46%. Boeing down 0.57%. IBM down 1.25%. Chevron down about 0.48%. Salesforce is up slightly, 0.14%, and Caterpillar up 0.28% pre-market. Cody is down about 5% on the S&P. ExxonMobil's down about 2.61% pre-market. American Airlines down about 0.28%. Twitter up 1.19% pre-market. They are reporting this week. Occidental down about 2.24%. Fox News or Fox Corp, they are up pre-market after earnings, about 1.41% on the Class A shares. Class B about 1%. Take-Two Interactive down about 4.61% pre-market. And on the NASDAQ, AMD down 0.19%, Tesla down about 1%, Qualcomm pretty flat, Baidu up 1.41%, NetEase up 5.53%, Nvidia down about 0.5% pre-market. That's Peloton up about 1.5% today, and that's what stands out. Okay, let's go ahead and move this here. Basically, Bitcoin's been on fire. We've been saying it. Cannabis also. Tilray is, I think I had some headlines here on Tilray. If I can bring this up here, I think I had it. I tweeted it this morning. Let me go ahead and read it to you. Tilray announces agreement with Grow Pharma to import and distribute medical cannabis products in the United Kingdom. So that's great. Again, if you own THCX, which is what we own, one of our top 10 of 2021, they were up nearly at 25 pre-market. They were up, I think, about 5% pre-market. Still up pre-market as well, but again, coming back down a little bit here. That's a name that I've been owning since I've owned it, and I owned it before I put it on the top 10 of 2021. I'm up about 157% on the stock. I only own about 100 shares. I haven't had a chance to buy more since it's just been going up continuously. The investment club guys are absolutely happy. Again, we've been saying it, Bitcoin betting blunts. We put that information on the year to date, and that looks pretty good so far. CGC's actually been doing very well as well. We talked about that. CGC supposed to report before the bell. I haven't seen any earnings on it, but they're up about 50 cents pre-market. I have an alert here on CGC for a break. I didn't play anything beforehand. Let me see if I can expand this and actually get the level I want. Yeah, I have 44.59 for a break, and then I target 46, but we got there and we rejected. So let's see if we break that. If we do, then I'll probably go ahead and take a look at some calls for the 46s, maybe for next week, or maybe if I see something for this week. Let's take a look. Again, it's all about earnings. Let's take a look at that. Some mover yesterday, DAL moved. I caught that with Anthony and our UOA on Premium and Masterclass, and a little bit of a gap down, but I got out at 40%. I'm starting to, I messed up last week with our YouTube Premium guys where we had 36% on Uber calls and I didn't take the profit. So that's something I'm trying. Even I make mistakes, guys. You see 40% or you see a good profit, just take it. Yes, you could always make more, but at the end of the day, you want to lock in some gains, which is always nice on trades. Investing, totally different story. Again, you can hold as long as you want. There's no time issue. But with options, there's time issues. Again, there's expiry. So always keep that in the back of your head. Looks like E-mini futures is about to tap the 50-day moving average. I have SPY calls and I also have E-mini futures alongside. My target on E-mini futures, well, I wouldn't probably hold this for that, but I do have my 161.8 extension at 39.71. I believe that we will get there. Won't happen this week, obviously. Remember, next Monday we have the President's Day holiday, so no trading on Monday. That'd be done. Obviously, crypto will still be open, so that's where we are. I did do a quick update. I spoke to my CFO, who's also a CPA, and he's a big crypto guy. He's been in the crypto thing for years now, even before I did. And he was telling anything that he tells me, I just do. So he's like, listen, we have the target for Bitcoin at 50,000. Remember, I kept saying that 50,000, I would sell one Bitcoin. We're going to go ahead and increase that limit to 75,000. Once 75,000 hits, I will sell one Bitcoin because looks like 50,000 is definitely going to come. So I think 75,000 by the end of the year, according to him, and I agree with him. 75,000 by the end of the year on Bitcoin is our call, and we would go ahead and just take one Bitcoin out of it. I have more than that, obviously, but I would sell one for 75,000 if it does hit. He even put a limit order on it, so either way. That's the update on that on the investment club. On options here, what I'm looking at Twitter. Twitter is definitely on the move. You can see just a nice continuing move to the upside. Let's see if we can break around 59.18. If we do, maybe we can ride that trade until earnings, which I believe is on Wednesday, and then we can just get right out. So maybe we can take a look at the 60 calls if we break that 59.19. Looking at GM2, GM is looking to break as well. Let's see if we get that break around 57.53. If it does, then we can always take a look at the 60 calls, maybe some longer dated expiry, if not maybe 58s or 59s. That's pretty much what I'm looking at today. Twitter and GM are basically on my watch list for today. All right, let's answer some questions. Good morning. Good morning. Any other crypto worth investing? Yeah, I'm starting to do every week Ethereum. Ethereum and Bitcoin are probably your two best. I think you don't have to get exotic and start buying anything else. Look what happened to Ripple. Dogecoin I don't own, but again, Ethereum and Bitcoin are the two that you want to own. G.A.R versus Brady. No, Brady has 7 titles. Definitely better than us. Best entry for THCX. Again, THCX, if you want to own it, again, initial position, go right ahead. There's a couple of levels I'm looking at. I have 1361, but again, if we broke that, so let's start taking a look here. I may have to move it because as it goes up, the same thing happened with Tesla. I had to move up my target. So there's a gap to fill right here at 1876. If that fills, then I'll go ahead and actually buy some more at that level. So 1876 would be my addition level for THCX. Thoughts on Clove? I own Clove. That's a SPAC owned by, I forget his name. I'm going to butcher his name. Chamath, excuse me. And I own it. So again, I own it long term. I'm red on it, but again, I'm willing to own it because it's a healthcare SPAC. And I want a little more risk on the healthcare side because I have IBB and I have UNH, which I added some UNH last week on the dip. So I definitely want a little more healthcare exposure. PLTR, yep, I own that stock as well. We played calls on that as well with Masterclass. There's a couple levels I want you to look at. Really, 3806 would be the level to break. If we do, then I take a look at more calls, maybe around 40. That'd be a nice target there. Again, it's a volatile one, so again, it needs to break 3806. Square 260 Feb 12 calls. Square is just getting really expensive, and again, you could see a nice push and then a flush, a little bit of a fall here. Again, it's falling with Bitcoin. Remember, Square was one of the first to have it on its balance sheet, just like PayPal is, but Square, one of our top 10 of 2021. If you break back above 260, then or 261, say 260.52 in the middle, then that'll give us an opportunity to take a look at it and see if we can get a continuation. But for right now, I wouldn't touch it. Good morning. When to add on Bitcoin positions and now wait for a pullback? I buy every week. I dollar cost average personally. Every week I buy. Every Thursday. I just picked a day. That's Thursday. And I do Ethereum every Monday. Again, there's no real date. It's not like you could time it. I think with such a volatile instrument like a Bitcoin, The best thing to do is dollar cost average every month, every week, every 2 weeks, whatever works for you. And again, it gives you a better average price. It's hard to time. Just buy it whenever you feel like it's best for you. Again, Bitcoin is not for everybody. We know the drill, guys. We know the risk tolerance with that. Again, you don't put your rent money in that thing or your mortgage in it. Again, just enough where you can handle drawdowns if there's any issues. Let's see, NIO breakout to 60. NIO is still just treading water here. So again, I'm expecting a break, but I need a break first. You can see just keeps rejecting 60. So before that, let's do ahead a level at 60.33. If that breaks, then we can start taking a look at some calls. But until then, I wouldn't touch. How many stocks do I own? I don't have the exact number in front of me. I already sent out my portfolio to our investment club, so I don't have an exact number. I want to say around 30 that I have. Apple. Let's take a look at Apple. Apple is actually my largest position. Apple needs 137.98 before we do anything. Still below the 200-day moving average, so I'm just waiting on that. Advice if you're still on DAL. If you're still in DAL, just hold it. At the end of the day, I mean, you're still above this level. I think if you break down below 42.51, you may have to close, but you should be able to bounce back on DAL. It's a nice chart. Blink, still own it, sure. I own the stock, of course. There was a article on Bloomberg about them. They're up about 10 cents pre-market. I haven't learned above 58.27 to play calls. Until then, I'm not touching any calls on this thing. For puts, anything below 42.95. Good morning. Is it over for GME? We talked about that on the podcast. Who knows what the hell is going to happen? I still own shares for charity. I'm still going to own it. I don't care what happens to it, but I'm just going to own it. And I don't have much, to be honest. I think I have like 3 shares or something like that. Who knows what happens? Again, I don't own any. I mean, I don't own any that's a big position on it. So I'm not really worried about GME, and I don't think we're going to get that kind of a pushback up. How much of the premium signal Super Bowl special Tampa Bay coupon code? Sorry, we don't have any coupon codes at the moment, but it's at $250 a month. MSFT salvage? No, MSFT. We're still holding. Again, we'll see how we go. Again, you're seeing the flag here. It's still holding the 100, so we just got to see what we get. Again, I've seen Microsoft do some crazy bounce back, so it can happen. What to expect in Tuesday morning class? Yep, at 9:30, I'll be on with you guys. Again, just answer your questions, see if we can get some live trades going. We had a nice week last week. Let's see what we get. Not really much to expect. I want to see where we get with volume. And the shop is just too darn expensive to play calls. It's on the move, but again, when it comes to shop, it's an expensive name to trade. And I own shares in it. What's your 5G play? 5G play, your best bet, honestly, is Apple. Apple does do better with 5G. Obviously, we know that they have the 5G there. But Qualcomm is a really good one to take a look at. Definitely Qualcomm. I own some in some mutual funds. So, Qualcomm is fine. You can own that as well. What to shop call? So that's it. Do you recommend holding SPY call Friday? Yeah, of course. We have SPY. I have SPY. We were 9%, 6% overnight. So again, it'll bounce back. Look at that chart. It's beautiful. I'm going to hold that thing. Mara, Riot, or too much volatility with Bitcoin. I don't own Riot. I don't own Mara. One of our team members owns Riot. I told him to get some, and he owns it. He's up like 300% on it. Good for him. I just prefer to own Bitcoin outright, personally. But Riot is not bad. You can own that as well. Starbucks, again, very volatile. Starbucks, nice breakout, but now it came back down. I would not play calls here. If you're looking to buy, I own the stock too, and I love Starbucks, personally. If I'm looking to buy, I'm going to move my level here to this level at right around 92.70 for a pullback to buy more. Again, guys, I only buy stocks when they're down. I don't want to buy stocks when they're up. I want things on sale, not when the prices are up. All right, guys, we'll leave it there. Make sure to click bottom right-hand corner, like and subscribe, turn on notifications as always. Twitter, guys, Twitter is free for everybody. Make sure to get on Twitter and follow us, G.A.R Capital. A lot of great information there. We retweet all the news. Again, free of charge for everybody. Feel free to join us on there. Really do appreciate it as always. We're almost at 10,000 followers on Twitter. If we do, I'll do another live trading session. So it'll be very fun. All right, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your Tuesday. And our YouTube premium guys, I'll catch you guys in about 10 minutes. We'll see you soon.